Hello everyone, this is Turon, and I am back with game 12 of the second Reddit Open Tournament. So we are on to the second round. On the blue team, we have Entech with a Eurocore General deck. And on the red team, we have It's Me, Richard, aka Faust, who had a bye into the second round. Anyway... Faust is using, should probably mention, he's using a NATO motorized deck, or straight blue for whatever you want to call it. And yeah, let's get this underway. Looks like both players are going with FOBs. Probably going to see a lot of Panthers out. Maybe some LRMs from Entech, you never know. Not quite sure what artillery assets are available to NATO motorize. Tube and MLRS. Alright. So, right at the bat, looks like Entech is doing a 2-command start. So you got AMX-10s, got an RC and 2 SBs, and some Commando Para. That's going to Bravo, it would look like. Holding down Delta, or mid. Looks like we have some, let's see, more RCs and SBs, a Crotal, some Legion 90 presumably in the VIBs, and heading to Foxtrot. We have Martyr 2, that looks like it's going to be Panzer Grenadiera, 75 or 90, I'm not sure at this point. VIB T2013, that's going to have Commando Para, Leopard 2A1, don't see those very often. And AMX 10P with the Mistral in it. That's an odd choice. You don't see that very often. Or at least not in a general deck. In a mechanized deck, yeah, you'd definitely be seeing something like that. But anyway. As for Charlie, what do we have? Let's see. Faust has 3 commands start. Interesting. You have Iltis staying back in Charlie. And then you have Lynx AH7 and, well, 2 Lynx AH7s with command section. Presumably one's going to Alpha, one's going to Bravo, judging by how they're placed. Aside from that, so you have an AMX 10 RC and XA186, and oh, that looks like it's going to be probably Stormer in there, the Norwegian one. As for mid, looks like there's M163 CS, Commando Para, and Milan 2. We also have another Milan 2, a Crotal, and Leopard Kenning. Once again, it's probably somewhere in the middle. And going for Foxtrot, let's see, you got Fuchs Milan with the Milan 2, Megach 6 Batgal, that's 70 pointer. XA186, probably more Stormer, more Commando Para, and an SB. Okay. And that's interesting. I don't see a 3-command start very often. Since, yeah, the guys going to Bravo don't have any air defense with them, so that Lynx AH7 could be troublesome for him. Then, yeah, Lynxes are fast. So both players cap Alpha and Delta at the same time. However, Faust is going to have the +1 tick since he is capping Bravo. Yeah, immediately the Lynx is taking off. Is Entech going to try pushing? So, yeah, Milan F2. Oh, it looks like Entech's going to be defensive in Foxtrot. Oh, Panther's flying right in. Oh, it's taking fire from the VAB, but it wrecks it. Ooh, and it gets some hurt into the M163, which is good because I think he had a perma-stun going pretty easily. Oh, looks like it must have lost line of sight. Oh, and it gets it. Looks like Entech's going straight in. Oh, looks like the VAB took a hit. Crowtail's kind of in a odd spot. These guys got shot. Oh, probably by the Verkenning. Yeah, they're not stopping either. Ooh, that's not going to go well. Oh, Verkenning got the... or something got the Crowtail. This means the Lynx could be inbound. Maybe not. Ooh, rolling 3 coming up. Oh, and... looks like the... Verkenning and 10 RC both go down. Ooh, 2A1's in a bad spot. Oh, that Milan 2 is going to put the hurt onto him. Maro 2 is going to get wrecked by those Milans as well. 10 SP is pushing out. Oh, takes care of that. But there's no air defense. Yeah, the Milan's going to be trouble. Lynx is going to be trouble. These are getting engaged. No, I don't think... no. Yeah, even with the VAB providing fire, it's not enough to even the odds. And Tech's just being aggressive, but it's just not working out for him. He's just getting caught out by all of Faust's stuff. He is sending an Iltis out to Foxtrot to get the point bleed gone. Don't know if that's the best spot to be putting it, though. Looks like Faust is sending out some Gazelles to watch the flanks. Got some SAS and the H7s, presumably. Oh, got some Canadian airborne coming in. Or I guess it could be upvetted Canadian rifles, but or even Highlander 75, but I'm betting it's Canadian airborne 90. Oh, actually 186 took out VAB. Don't know if there's anything else involved in that. There probably was. Oh, Flak Panzer coming out. Gepard A1. That's one I like, I do believe. Yep, 30% stabs. So you got SAS on the ground. And yep, Canadian Airborne 90. They're not bad. Carl Aggressive M3 is kind of in an awkward spot in terms of pricing. Because it's... basically because it's a +5 tax is what it is on top of the Canadian Airborne. And they're not bad. You know, the Mini B is, you know, like one of the best, if not currently the best machine guns in the game. I'd have to double check those numbers. And the Carl Aggressive M3 definitely has, you know, has great accuracy and range, you know, 60 and 875, but AP, not particularly good. The SMA is a little bit better, has the same range and accuracy, but one more AP power. Vampire has, I think, more accuracy, same range, and also a lot more AP power, because that thing's like, what, 24, 25 AP? Oh, Commando Marine. Hey, at least these guys aren't in a helicopter. Then again, I'm pretty sure I saw this in it. I can't remember what Entech was using in his first battle in the round 1. My memory's terrible. Oh, Amex NRC does not get into cover fast enough. Ooh, this guy's on elite now. Yeah, when you have upvetted Milan 2s, they're not bad, and yeah, now that's on elite, that thing's actually going to be kind of dangerous. Got some Cassiope on the flank. Oh, did it shoot down? Oh, it must have shot down the Gazelle that Faust had it there. Something exploded there. Yep, that's a Gazelle. And looks like more Commando Marine coming out. It's an odd choice, I guess. Commando Marine are definitely taking apart the Canadian Airborne. Oh, but then Magayok might have some words with them. Oh, Cassiopeia goes down. Looks like the VAB got it. Cassiopeia? how it's supposed to be pronounced. Moncadi coming out. I'm not sure what that's going for, though. Maybe he's trying to save his Commando Marine, but it's probably too late for him. Oh, VAB's driving right into the Canadian Airborne. Ooh, that's harsh. Yeah, and since they have 20 AP, that means that if they hit a 1 armor vehicle with a 10-man squad in it, they're going to wipe out the 10-man squad as well. No Commando Marine are gone. 2A1 is just barely alive. That RC is probably going to finish it off. Yep. Commando Marine on the field. Oh, they get a stabilization malfunction. Arminus, yeah, 12 armor. Another Cassiopeia. Cassiope. Montcaldi is going somewhere, I'm not sure. Black Panzer Gepard is just kind of driving around. No one has a point advantage right now, but Richard is leading with 45 conquest points to 2, or Faust. Lots of Commando Marine. I can't help but feel that maybe that's not exactly the greatest decision, just because they're kind of expensive to call out. But then again, they are a 15-man unit, so they, in theory, should last a while in an infantry fight. Oh, Commando Para are probably going to get themselves a nice prize. Don't know if they're going to blow it up automatically or they're going to capture it. Not sure what that Cassiope is going to try and do. I'm just going to go for the AH-7, but that Roland 3 will probably smack it down. Yeah, Roland 3 is moving to engage. Canadian Airborne have gone to the trees here. It's just the Commando pair holding down Bravo for NTAC. Oh, Cassiopeia's going after the paras. Oh, and then I get, yeah, SAS and Roland 3 double tap it. Commando Marine are just kind of caught on the open right now. Moncadi, it looks like he'll make it. Oh, okay, Martyr 2 coming down. I heard properly, the Martyr 2s will definitely even the odds between the Panzer Grenadier 90 and the Canadian Airborne. Well, Canadian Airborne 90. Regular Canadian Airborne are not nearly as good as they used to be, because they have the C2A1, which used to be ridiculously good for what it was, or at least what it was in real life. But now it's being appropriately nerfed. Oh, Commander Pair getting the Canadian Airborne 90, but there's going to be a lot of things about to bring the hurt down on them. Really? Okay, now they're inflicting losses. Can Faust even see them? Yes, he can. Oh. It's kind of had line of sight. Now it does. Oh, 1390 is... Para 1390 is just taking apart those Commando Marines. Ooh, don't think they're going to make it. Nope, they go down. The Commando Marine and the VAB managed to clear out the Commando Para here. SAS... no, it looks like they just keep missing. Oh, VAB's on the scene though. Yeah, those SAS are probably going to go down at some point. Maybe, maybe not. I could be mistaken. EPM 120. It's an odd choice. I'd say the HS30 is a much better pick. Funny because it's, you know, it's half the price for... I think the more... It's maybe a little bit less accurate. I have to double check the stats, but it's... Ooh! Supply truck went up. See the Scania supply truck. Ah, they're a 20-pointer. Supply trucks are not bad. Oh. Oh, and the Commando Marine missed their shot. And then Lynx H7 happens to him. AMX-10RC got shot up, but now it's moving in. Those Martyr 2s are up to something. I know they got called with the Bravo. I'm not sure if he's going to send them there. Looks like he is. But they just get chewed up by the Canadian Airborne. Yeah, SAS. And looks like there's some Stormers going to be there. Maybe the Stormers could be going on the flanks even. Crotal, Leopard 2A1. Yeah, I'm surprised it's taking him this long to get a Crotal out, considering the fact those Lynxes have been causing him a little bit of trouble. Ooh, Martyr 2 is going to chew up those XC-186s. There's even Gevarman in them. Just regular Gevarman. 10-pointers. Okay. Ooh, Crotal's under threat from that AMX-10RC, but there is a Leopard 2A1 coming in. Martyr 2's in an interesting spot, I guess. It's not particularly great against infantry. It's not as bad as it used to be because it does have more HE power now than it used to. But against light armor, it just tears it apart. Especially once you get, especially once you get late range scaling involved, it just wipes it out. 2-kilometer ground range, 6 AP power. Once you get AP scaling in as it gets closer, it just gets more and more dangerous. If it catches a tank on the flank, it can really mess them up. Meanwhile, up here, Faust spent a bunch of time moving some dudes in, and now he's about to close in. Yeah, Lynx doing some work. Mistral is engaging the Lynx. That's calm. Yeah, CS gets the perma-stun in on the Commando Para. Iltis is going to run for it. Pirate with Commando Para, by the looks of it. They're sneaking around the top of the map. That is odd. What's he going to try and do with that? Because it probably gets spotted by the Gazelle, depending on... Gazelle might be a bit lower, so if it flies through here, probably won't be spotted. Nope, M113A1G. Don't know who's in there. It's Panzer Grenadiers, my guess. Yeah, Panzer Grenadier. Oh, Gepard's getting the stun in. VPM's aiming and firing. Or Panzer Grenadier in the built trees. Looks like they should be. And yeah, once the mortar starts connecting, that's going to definitely even the odds. These guys got caught on the open, though. I think their transport blew up next to them as well. Which basically means that they took more morale damage than the Stormers did. But when a 120mm motor smacks them in the face, it tends to even things out. Oh, but then AMX-10RC is going to even it out as well. Anyway, since Antec had to displace his Iltis, Faust is now taking at +1 again. So that's 68 conquest points to 2. Oh, Leopard 2A1 smacked down the AMX-10RC. However, there's a bunch of vehicles and infantry closing in on his units in Delta. Oh, and the Legion's missing their shot. Oh. Martyr 2, and looks like Antec has surrendered. Oh, right, so Faust was victorious, 72 conquest points to 2, and Antec had 765 kills. Faust / It's Me Richard had 1,485. Yes, let's break it down. How do I say it? So Faust had a bit of the the point advantage going in the beginning just because he did a 3-command start, which helped a bit. Antec, how to put it? It looked like he had something going, maybe because he looked like he had more guys going into the middle part of the map, so he looked like he maybe could have done a push there, but just kind of had a bunch of guys on his flanks that he didn't really deal with. I don't really think he handled his AMX-10RCs very well because he just kind of drove them out in front of that Leopard for Kenning. Like, obviously he didn't know they were there, but it looks like he maybe didn't attack move them, and instead just right-click and just regular move. I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't catch their whole story, so I couldn't tell you for certain what they were doing, but it looked like they'd already been engaged by the Leopard for Kenning by the time that they stopped and engaged it, so I'm not sure if maybe they just didn't see it, or maybe just, he right-clicked instead of attack moving. Who knows? Aside from that, he got caught on the beginning. He just didn't trade well in the beginning. He tried pushing, but it's just, like I said, he just, especially in middle, he tried pushing and it just didn't work out well. He tried pushing in Foxtrot with his Martyr 2s and the Panzer Grenadier 90, but they weren't well supported, and he lost the Martyr 2s to the Milan 2s, and then the Panzer Grenadier 90 just moving across the open like that. It's not going to end well for him. Yeah, he just lost the initiative in the beginning, and he just couldn't really recover very well. Then, yeah, he's sending in Commando Marine in the VA BT-20s, which is what, 15 plus 35 plus 50 points a pop. So Commando Marine aren't the worst unit ever, but it's just, they're not the most price efficient, is really what it comes down to. So he maybe would have been better off just sending in, like he had a Panzer Grenadier 90 in the M113s, or Panzer Grenadier 75 in the M113s, so that's 25 points. So basically you get twice as many, Commando or Panzer Grenadier than you could Commando Marine. They obviously would have taken longer to get there, and the transport's not as useful as the VAB T20, but Panzer Grenadier 75 are not bad. And they probably would have been able to do some good work. That's the big thing. Then you also, I don't know, part of it's, how much of it is maybe, because it's not really a deck composition thing, it's just maybe he's just sending out the wrong units to do the job. Who knows? Because one of the advantages of having the Commando Marine is that they are going to get there faster than the Panzer Grenadier will, so you win some, you lose some. Aside from that, those are the big things. He just seemed like he was just kind of being oddly aggressive with certain units, and it just kind of cost him those units. And he never replaced his Crotel that he lost at the beginning, which was, I don't know, maybe a little bit unlucky. Maybe it was lucky, who knows? Because the Leopard Verkenning was shooting at that instead of the AMX-10 RC that was shooting at the Leopard Verkenning, which meant I think that the AMX-10 RC and the Leopard Verkenning got a mutual kill on each other. Because if the Leopard Verkenning was still alive, that would have been a very big threat to NTech. Those are the big points I want to say. Once again, I can just ramble on forever, especially if I watch the replay again about, various minor things that both players did that they could have done better. But I won't, because that's just kind of tedious to do. NTech was maybe a little, there's nothing wrong with being aggressive in the beginning of the match, but if it ends up costing you more than you gain, it's really not worth it, because I just cost him a bunch of units, and he's just consistently getting pressed in the middle of the map in Delta or whatever his 2-pointer was, and that meant that he couldn't reinforce Bravo and Foxtrot very well, which meant that he just lost map control. And I'll just call it here. I'm Xander Turon, and this was Game 12 of the second Reddit Open Tournament. At least I did it now instead of during the battle. Anyway, you guys have a lovely day.